And suddenly, the cook is on fire.
I've been working way too hard for this shit.
And suddenly, and suddenly, and suddenly, and suddenly, the cook is on fire.
I've been working way too hard for this shit.
The cook is on fire. The cook is on fire. And suddenly, the cook is on fire.
I've been working way too hard for this shit. I've been working way too hard for this shit.
The cook is on fire. 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 The cook is on fire.
I've been working way too hard for this shit.
Hello and welcome. Thank you for coming in. And I'm sorry, hold on one second because my son is flipping out and okay, sorry. I know that wasn't in good taste to come on live and then not be there, but I had to turn on the TV for my son. So, okay. Let's see what we can do here in a second. I am trying to link my phone so we can watch me doing this, which required me sending an email to myself. And let's get this started. If I can. I think sometimes the link on here does not work. Oh, now it's working. I'm using Streamlabs on my phone. We shall see how this goes. And I usually have issues. It says there's a secure connection and nothing's popping up. I may have to go to StreamYard, which is better. It wants me to down. Oh, you know what? Why don't I go through Safari? Oh, there we go. Sometimes it has to do with your browser, and yeah, Cam. Okay, I don't want to join yet because I'll get some feedback. And then of course my mouse died, so I'm using this trackpad, which I can't scroll very well on. So there's all that too. Well, thank you guys for coming in, all three of you. I really appreciate it. Share me out if you can. I decided to go and do Milk live because I thought it would be very interesting for some people to watch me do it live versus on a video. I also have different molds this time, which I didn't have last time that I made this on my video. So I am a weird collector of things, and I thought people knew that about me, but you know. So I collect weird objects from time to time. Before it was hinges and doorknobs and all different kinds of shit. I had collected a full cart. Well, many of you know I used to work in a hardware store, and that was horrible for me because I always bought anything and everything. But I had bought an entire cart to the brim full of hinges and doorknobs. Thanks. Yeah. Hinges and doorknobs and weird fastener window openers, you know, the little latch ones, all different kinds of shit. And I bought a whole cart for $50, which was literally like $1,000 worth of items I got for $50 because they were discontinued or on sale. So still to this day, we are using hinges and stuff that I bought like, I don't know, 5.5 years ago. So I collect all different kinds of stuff. Well, I collected these. Subway was going out of business during the pandemic, and I collected all of their silicone bread molds. And I have a ton of them. Well, you not only can use those for making bread and baking in them, but I can also put my butter in that as well and make a small. Well, I have miniature ones and I have the big ones, but I'm using the miniature ones today to make butter. I do the same things. Yes. So I collect all different kinds of stuff, and it was really bad when I was collecting wood. That was even horrible. Back in the day, the one place I worked at was horrible, and they used to throw away wood like you wouldn't believe. In fact, they would ask me to cut it up and throw it in the trash. And I'm talking like 2x4s and stuff that there was nothing wrong with. Because it helped their numbers, I guess, I don't know. But anyway, they threw away a ton of wood. And so I would always ask them, can I take this? So I would, and I still have wood here at my house, and 2x4s, 2x6s, and 1x. 1x are my favorite because you can make all different kinds of stuff. But anyway, that's just my stupid knowledge. Bread looking butter. Well, yeah, it's not what you think it is. So I'll show you when I set up my camera in there. What else? I don't know. But yeah, I collect all different kinds of stuff. At some point in time, I used to sell a lot of items and push a lot of items. So I would always have items laying around. And now it's even worse now that I have 3 major outbuildings. So I tend to not collect anything anymore. And, you know, but if I see something and it's a good deal, then I might splurge. I don't know. But anyway, if it's something I can use around here and around the farm, then I will definitely use it. But yeah. Yes, I am weird, Skinner. If you haven't noticed, you have noticed, I'm sure. I am a little off, but it's all like, I'm not like, you know, a freaking hermit weirdo or something. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and set this up. some of my house and collect some of my stuff. I need to get rid of some of it. Yes, yes. Come to my, oh, no, no, I'm not, no. I'm not doing anything like that. And this is so weird, Gunslinger. I didn't think I told a lot of people about this live. You must have got my notification, which YouTube has been ever so happy not to let people know that I'm going live, which is okay. I guess, whatever. I don't know, whatever. What else do I got going on? I hope you've been enjoying my videos. Some of them are kind of goofy this week. I'm trying to put out more footage of different things that I'm doing. Gardening has been horrible. Not horrible, like the work has been horrible. It's just like there's a lot of bugs and things this time of year, and things are just going crazy. And I went away for a week, and I came back, and I didn't have cucumber bugs when I went away before, and I come back and now I'm infested. So it's just little things like that. I actually did get your notification. Yes, that is very odd because I didn't tell a lot of people about this because I didn't really care to. So I can say it's because she's my favorite cousin on YouTube. Oh God. Oh, I don't know about all that. Oh, okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and set this up. Hopefully my mouse is working so I don't have to use the trackpad. And yeah, this trackpad is a pain in my butt because I can't scroll with it. It's just like very direct. I don't know. I've had this thing for a while. It's like an Apple trackpad. Okay, so anyway, today, I don't know about you guys, but it has rained here all day. I haven't really been able to get anything done outside. I did go to Tractor Supply yesterday, which was horrible. I shouldn't have went because they had like some of my favorite chickens, and they had ducks there that I really wanted. That is like something you don't see normally there. So I was like, oh man. But their policy is you have to get 6 at once, and I just wasn't about to do 6. So but they did have Jersey Giants, which is probably some of my favorite chickens. And I was like, oh, I want some Jersey Giants. But I didn't get any. I held back, and I didn't get any whatsoever. All right, let's go ahead, and I will try to get this up on my screen in the kitchen, and yeah, let's see how that goes. So just give me 1 second. Okay, so you guys can hear me probably, I hope. Just say yes if you can hear me. Let me prop this up. I have yet to get a, this is really pathetic, but I have yet to get a stand for, just let me know if you can hear me and if I still have, okay, cool. Okay, so many of you guys know I'm like obsessed with this thing, and I have been for years. This this isn't anything particular. It's just a butter churn, you know, and it's been washed. Everything's nice and clean. And then these are the things I was talking to you guys about. These are like little silicone things. You can bake in these, and I'm gonna put my butter in here as well. So there's that. Now, for this project, you do have to have, hey, Eagle, thank you for coming in. So Eagle, thank you for coming in. Okay, so many of you guys know in my video that came out, you have to use heavy whipping cream for making milk, and you have to leave it sit out for a while so it gets warm. It cannot be cold, because if it's cold, then it won't do anything. So you want to make sure that it's not cold. And yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and pour this. You want to do it like halfway. Thanks, guys, for being so interested in butter. Really? Oh, Lord. All right, so I'm yanking this out. And I'm going to do this about halfway. By the way, it took me a minute to find some cheap whipping cream. This is not cheap whipping cream. I live really close to the Land O'Lakes factory. And for some reason, it cost me $16 for 2 of these. And I will never do that again. So just letting you know, I will never do that again. I bought another thing of whipping cream that was super inexpensive. I think it was like $5. And didn't cost hardly anything. And it would make for cheaper butter. Right now, I am enjoying the most expensive butter that I ever made in my life. You can make me up on a rainy day anytime. You can butter me up. Oh, God, I can't read, apparently. Okay. All right. All right, so I'm just making sure that this is on, because if it's not, I'm going to spill butter everywhere and make an ass out of myself. Okay, so I don't really know how long it's going to take. They say it takes less than 25 minutes. It could take 25 minutes to do this, so I'm just going to continue to do this. Another thing I have, I'm letting you all know, is I have a stainless steel kettle here for actually rinsing the butter. You do have to do that. What I'm doing here is I'm separating my butter here. I'm going to separate, I'm going to make butter, and then there's going to be buttermilk. And you don't want the buttermilk. You'll be dumping that unless you want to use it for making things. You can make buttermilk biscuits and different stuff like that. So, yes, I have a KitchenAid mixer. You can make this in a KitchenAid mixer, but what fun would that be? Then it'd be no fun. So I have this for making butter the old-fashioned way. And that's what I like to use. So hopefully I make some butter in here with you guys. If I don't, it'll be really embarrassing. That has been sitting out for a couple hours, so it's not cold at all. My son is acting up, so I might have to stop this in between. This thing is so easy. It's basically, you know, a real simple setup. And it has a nice handle on the top of it. And my son is acting up, and I'm so sorry, guys. So you may hear him from time to time. you'll know right away, no, then it'll turn into a tutorial on how to not make butter. Yeah. So then it's a, yes, then it's a win-win situation. That is right. Always Mr. Positive, Mr. Gunslinger. All right. Yeah, yeah, you can do it that way as well. And since I don't have a milking cow, yeah, that's not possible. Although I was so excited I did get a chance to milk my own milk a cow during my stay in Amish country, and I was pretty excited about it because I've never milked a cow before, so I thought it was pretty cool. Thanks. The Amish guy thought it was really weird because I was super excited. I'm like, because they originally set that they had like a petting zoo set up for kids. Do what I can. They have like a petting zoo set up for kids, and one of them was a Jersey cow, which I love Jersey cows. They're my favorite. And I was like, can I milk the cow or is it just for little kids? And so, yeah, I probably should do this while I'm talking. So, yeah. What I'm going to do with these when I'm done is I'm actually going to freeze these. So once they're frozen, I can just pop them out and, you know, my husband can use them on the grill or whatever. He likes to use real butter on the black stove. It's relaxing at first, but I'm ready to buy a milker. Yeah. Hey, Diggs. Thanks for coming in. Is it raining in PA? It's raining here. It's actually been raining all day. I'm sure my plants, especially my Boston Morrow, is going to be even bigger than it was yesterday. Ooh, it's starting to get thick, y'all. It looks like ice cream, like melted ice cream. Now, I watch some people make butter and then make it so freaking complicated. It does not have to be complicated, y'all. And you don't even need one of these. I just like it. It doesn't have to be a complicated thing. I watched some dude, Italian dude, make it on a mixer. And he's like, you have to get the ice. And, you know, and I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, no, I didn't even need ice. I don't need ice to make butter. So, good. The warmer your whipping cream is, the easier it is to make butter. Just to let you know. It doesn't have to be super warm, but yeah, it's pretty thick. We had storms yesterday. Yeah, we did too. I had like a thunderstorm, supposedly, and it wasn't really anything much, but it rained, and then it's raining all day today, so. Oh, Lord. Warm and thick. Okay, I'll remember that. And it's still, you can tell by the sides that it's getting, it's like creamy. So. I love this thing. I saw it last year, and I bought this at Lehman's. They had this at Lehman's. They had a even bigger one. But I saw this last year, and the stand that they were selling them out completely sold out, and I didn't get one. And then we went back again this year, and I got one. Well, you don't supposedly have a thunderstorm. You actually have one. Well, there was one little thing of thunder, and that was it. It wasn't like anything special. It wasn't a huge storm either, which it was really weird this spring because we didn't have a lot of thunderstorms like we normally do. I'm going to continue to do this for a little while, but it's pretty thick. I just don't want to, I want to make sure that it turns to butter before yeah, it wasn't even a big thunderstorm. It was just like something crappy. Yeah. Oh, speaking of collecting stuff, this is hilarious, right? So I also collect jars because I'm a canner. So today I got like a full box of jars, a box and a half full of mason jars. Garrett, it depends. If it's political, I don't really care. So thank you. Yeah, that's right, Diggs. I think that was Diggs that said that. Yeah, that's true. Ohio and PA probably have one of the weirdest weathers. Interesting. Honestly, I'm going to be real honest with you. I don't watch the news. I haven't watched the news in a really, really long time. And I stopped watching actual television about, I think it's going now on 14 years. I haven't watched actual television or the news or anything like that. And I like it like that. I do watch movies, obviously, and I have like the streaming services. I have Hulu. By the way, I have Outlander on Hulu. So if you guys see me disappear for a little while, I will be watching Outlander, which is my favorite show. And yeah, so just to let you all know, I don't have air conditioning either. I'm pretty old school right now. Got to roll. Oh, okay. Well, you have a wonderful day. Guess you don't get to see the butter. I'm still checking. I'm making a little bit of butter, a little bit of progress. Yeah, I believe that is the Wiki Dude. Yeah. I kind of figured that that was going to happen, like, with all the stuff he was doing. I guess all the leaking that he was doing. You can only do that so much until someone, I don't know, just makes you disappear. So. Thank you guys for being members of my channel. I really appreciate it. It really helps me out. Wow, this is like thick. It looks like a milkshake right now. Yep, it's really thick now. And I just have to continue just a little bit more so I get all the liquid. But so far, you guys, I don't know if you can see this. And I don't think you can. But it's butter. So, it doesn't take very long. It doesn't take very long when you, it doesn't take very long when you have the whipping cream already warm. So just to let you guys know, it doesn't take very long after that. And yes, butter. I made a bunch of it this time because I wasn't messing around. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set you up here. All right, I think we're good. Hello. I'm going to set it up here. I got to rinse this butter. You got to rinse all the buttermilk off of it until it's the water that you're rinsing it with is completely clear. I am going to use this to dump my butter in. And I'm going to eventually have to scrape this off, but you see this here. One thing about making butter is it's super like oily. And some people use like rubber gloves or something. I don't really care, but I thought I had a spatula, but I guess I don't. So I'm just going to use this very large spoon. Large spoon. And this is my butter. You guys can see. So I'm just going to dump it in this bowl. It's like very creamy. You can see. It kind of looks like ice cream, but it's not. I'm not using ice, but I am going to use really cold water to rinse this with. And I'm actually going to probably have less buttermilk this time around, which is kind of exciting. The reason why you have to rinse all the buttermilk off is because it can make your butter taste funny, and it can actually make it spoil. So you need to rinse that off until it's completely clear. Going to use really, really cold water. And I'll show you how it looks once I put it in here. Let me flip this around. Hold on one second, guys. Oh, it'd probably be under more. Video settings. Back camera. Can you see this? I'm just going to take it. See how that's buttermilk. So you want to make sure you don't have that in your... Oh, this is way different than StreamYard. Sorry, guys. Shouldn't have used it. Let me set you back up. And I'm just going to rinse that out. Not a big deal. And I'm just going to continue to rinse. Sorry, guys. And I kind of got butter everywhere. Okay. Now, I'm not going to do it right now. I'm going to put it in the fridge. And I'm also then going to... Hello from Colorado. Hello. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate you. Alfonso. Thanks for coming in. And then I'm going to put these in my molds. It won't take very long to do that. And then I'll show you the pictures when I'm done. Oh, one thing I needed to do. Sorry, I'm just kind of cleaning up so I don't have a huge mess. And that's pretty much it. And I'll see you in the other room. Whew. Okay, and that was it. Got here late. If it is chocolate milk that is spilled, that is worth crying over, especially if Oreos. Yeah, maybe. But that, I mean, that's pretty much it, guys. I put it in my molds. I'll put it in the freezer. And then they'll be just pop right out of those molds. So it's pretty exciting. Thank you all for being here, all five of you. I can continue to talk if you want. Sorry, my hands are a little greasy from that, even though I washed them. Oh, it's weird. So thank you guys for coming up. Thank you, Jay, for being here. I probably should pull up my other chat. I just didn't have a mouse, so my mouse was not being very nice to me. Let me see. Get to the farm. 6, I'm 6. Yeah. Well, you're number 6 in the chat. Is that what you mean? Yeah. Sorry, I'm pulling up my other chat so I can actually see people talking. Hope you all enjoyed that little segment. It doesn't take very long to make milk, or to make milk, I mean to make butter, as long as it's warm when you start churning it, I guess you would say. I'm going to put the link out there, so if anybody wants to come up, they can. If you come up on my panel, you have to be respectful and no political talk or anything like that. Here is the link. You do have to show your face as well. I won't let you up unless you show your face. Alfonso, I've never seen or heard of you before. Thank you so much for coming in. I'm going to check out your channel real quick. Okay, cool. You play music? Owner of A and S Blind Made Production Multimedia Art Studio. Cool. I'm going to go ahead and subscribe to you. That's cool. I rang the bell as well. Cool. Oh, seriously? Radio Prepper is a poop trooper? Thank you. I feel honored. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for being a member. Thank you so much. I've seen Alfonso around. Hello, everybody. Hello, Susan. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate you. Thank you for being a member. I really appreciate it. That's awesome. I haven't been live for a while, so I don't know. I thought people were there for a while, didn't know if I existed or not. So thank you. When I don't go live for a while, it like freaks me out because I think maybe I might lose my channel or people might not come anymore. I've just been super busy. So, and yeah. Yeah, thank you guys for coming in. You can use that link to come up on panel if you want. Get my phone real quick. I appreciate you. Done live in quite a while. Yeah. Well, when I was doing my mouse is going crazy. Sorry. When I was doing the Superb Food Summit, I went live, but it wasn't like I normally do. It was mainly because I was pushing the Superb Summit. I had a lot of fun. I had Roberta's Artistic Adventures came and hung out with us for the 2 days that we were there. And that was fun. I got to meet somebody that I see, but I didn't meet them ever in person. So it was a lot of fun. Hey, Duncan. Long time no see. Thank you so much for coming in. Get to the farm. I found you. Oh, I read that. Sorry. Yes, she is super nice. And she doesn't live that far from me. So it was really nice to meet someone that was close. Like she could like totally come up and we could have lunch. Like she lives that close. Yeah, she is. I found you through, okay, I already read that. But yeah, Garden State Gardener, he's a really good friend of mine, and thank you so much for coming in. We had a meetup last weekend. Not this last weekend, the weekend before. And I had people coming from all over. I got to meet Sarah Boss, who is always in my chats, and she only lives like a few minutes from me. So she came and she caught all the fish. We went fishing, and Diggs caught the biggest. But we had a lot of fun. I forgot how much I like to go fishing, but I'm super, super impatient. And so if I don't catch fish right away, I kind of get angry. Not like angry, like childish angry. I'm just like get frustrated. So yes, she caught like 20 bluegill. Yes, she did. It was kind of funny. Yeah, I knew what you meant. Yeah, but she was really, really nice, and it was fun to catch up and meet everybody. And I think it was Diggs and Tammy's first time in meeting too, so that was cool. And yeah, it was neat going to the summit because I met Joel Solomon and Justin Rhodes, and they recognized me from last year. They're like, oh, did you come here last year? I'm like, yeah, I was here last year. So they remembered me. And yeah, the concert Rory Feek put on was really good because many of you guys I don't think you guys know a lot about him, but he has a daughter who has Down syndrome. And she came on stage and was singing with him, and it was adorable. It was adorable, and it made me cry. Like I was crying my eyes out. It was a really good concert. So that was a lot of fun. And I got to meet a lot of cool people too. I know a lot about Rory Feek. I watched his house on the, I don't know what RFD is. RFD TV. I don't know who that is, or what that is. Sorry. But yeah, I got to meet Rory Feek a couple of times, and he's just like this quiet, laid back. He's like a really mellow person. He is really, really nice guy. And like I said, when his daughter came on stage, I bawled my eyes out because it was very sweet and a very, very cool moment. I've been writing, YouTubing, and podcasting, kind of busy here too. Yeah. It's TV network that is only on Dish Network and Direct TV. Oh, okay. See, unfortunately, I don't have Dish or Direct. I don't have TV. I don't have cable. I have television. I just don't have cable. And I only stream. So I use like Hulu, and I have Netflix, Hulu, and Amazon Prime. And Discover. I love Discover. Discovery Plus is what I have. It's awesome. I'm such a science geek, and I got like a bunch of science stuff on there, and it's cool. It's a cool channel with farm type shows, rural heritage, horse training, and music farming. Oh, okay. Cool. Check it out sometime. Maybe they have blips or something on YouTube. I don't know. But yeah. So I've been trying to do different stuff with my channel. I've been trying to put out more content, stuff like that. And my main goal is to go live less and do more videos. So that is my main goal. So hopefully I can make that happen and still continue with my channel, because I think people are really, really used to me going live all the time. So I'm like nervous to not do that and see what happens. But I was thinking maybe just going live a couple times a week instead of as many as I was doing. My electric went out for a moment and knocked my internet out, but I'm back. Oh, okay. That stinks. I'm sorry. I'm glad you're back, though. Oh, okay. So just wing it. Okay, so I got Muscovies last year and I put them in my garden. And we still have a few left, but a couple of them flew away. Well, a couple of them had been missing for at least 4 months. It's been at least 4 months. And we couldn't get them back. We tried everything. We tried catching them. They're just really fast and they can fly. And so it was hard getting them back. And so, oh, thanks for sharing that link. Appreciate it. And so we didn't know what to do. So the male came by yesterday and wanted to get into the fence with the rest of the animals. So we caught him and now he's part of the flock. So Spike is back. I don't think Charlie likes it very much, but Spike is back. Yes, they're ducks. They sound like something you need for embarrassed. No, they are ducks. And yeah, these ones particularly are, they can fly. And so they will get out. Yes. The thing is, though, you kind of have to have a cow. I don't know. That's something I really have thought about, and I could probably live without dairy if things went south. That's something you have to think about too. I'm like, if things really go south, you can't get things in the store, milk and stuff, it'll be at all time. It'd be very scary, very scarce to get. So I don't know. You'd have to get a cow or a goat or something like that. Probably goats would be better because they're smaller. Yeah. My geese took a digging up my seed potatoes and even, yes, you got to really watch. You have to clip their wings. And you always do it on one side so that they can't leave the area. It's for everyone's peace of mind, to tell you the truth. Oh, I'm sorry, Jay. That sucks. I'm sorry. Yeah, the internet seems to be really weird today. Yeah, so what's going on here? Oh, I hit my sorry, I'm not used to having this keypad thing. So during that kind of situation, and I think about those scenarios, I think now more than ever. And I'm not like a weirdo SHTF kind of girl. I know of some people that are just over the top. And I'm not that over the top. I think about the Great Depression and think about how serious that was. And if I could survive that, which I'm more than likely I can, then you can pretty much survive anything, right? So, but I think about those scenarios all the time. And in the beginning, we didn't have any water, and now we're getting a ton of it. No, the goose will not fly in a circle. It will keep them off balance, though. If they try to fly, they can't. And it doesn't hurt them at all. You just clip their flight feathers. And I do that sometimes to my chickens, too, because my chickens like to come over the fence and dig in my garden. Yeah, I'm just not really, I'm into reality. I'm very real person, like I don't get too off course. Like I think about things. And yeah, having a cow during an SHTF situation would definitely not be ideal. If you had a bigger farm and you had lots of cows, that'd be one thing, but I'm not going to go to all that because, I mean, if we didn't have electric, what am I going to do with all that milk? I mean, I know how to make butter, but if I don't have the sources to make that, then there's no point. Okay, hold on. Sell it. Yes, you can sell it, but if you can't keep it cold, what's the point? Being apprehensive about another Great Depression occurring is not fear porn or it's happened before. Yes, and I believe that a Great Depression could happen again. And when and if it does happen, I think people that are living my generation and everyone below, I think would have a very, 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 very hard time. I hate to say that, but I think they will, because they are obsessed with cell phones. Obsessed with cell phones, obsessed with computers. They can't live without it. Well, I'm from a generation that I didn't have a cell phone until I was a senior in high school. I didn't need a computer until I got to college. So I lived without it. Oh, it's okay. Thanks for coming in, Josh. So I've lived without that stuff before, and I can do it again. But people my generation and below, they're going to have a really hard time. Afonso, I wish I was in my 20s. No, I'm on the precipice of 40. Thank you, though. You can make it for people that don't know how if they have a source amount. Yes. If they have a source amount, then yeah, I could totally make milk. Yep, I could totally do all that. Thank you, Alfonso. That made me feel better. Thank you. Oh, wow. In my 20s, really? That's funny. Yeah, I didn't have a cell phone until my senior year. And even then, I was like on my dad's plan and I didn't use it that much. I used my home phone. Like, I didn't need it. And the cell phones then didn't have the internet and all that fancy crap on them. I had like a Nokia. Like, I didn't have anything fancy. I think, yeah, as I got older, there were cell phones that just got cameras on them. So, yeah, I think a lot of people are going to have massive problems. There's going to be massive addiction problems. Um, Not just cell phones, fast food junkies, potato chip junkies, people that have to have coffee every morning, that kind of thing. When you can't get it anymore, I mean, you can only prep so much coffee and you can only prep so much, that kind of stuff. So when you can't have it anymore, I think people will start going crazy. Oh, you didn't get a cell phone until 2015? Interesting. Yeah. Um, I didn't get my first real cell phone until I 20 or 2005 or 2006. And that's when I moved away. I moved to another state and I had to have my own phone. And I thought that was the best. Best for everybody. I did not get a cell. Oh, I read that. That's why you need to grow chicory to replace the coffee. Yeah, but is it good? And does it really replace that coffee taste? Yeah. Unfortunately, a lot of things will become lucrative. It'll be really, really sad. I graduated high school well, I graduated. Alfonso, you are not much older or younger, or you're probably as old as I am because I graduated in 2003. So, yes, my dad got his first cell phone, I think, in 1992, and it wasn't even a real like what you think of today. It was a box phone for his business truck, and he had that for years. That's how we got a hold of him in the truck when he was out on runs. So, Corsair, that's funny. I don't know if Steve does. You know, at that point, it's just mind over matter. It's something that people just have to deal with. If you don't have it, you don't have it. It's not like people are going to die if they don't have it. But it's really going to mess up people's mental stability, um, and their comfort. And when you mess with that, you know, although I do have to say, if I couldn't take a shower or something like that, then I would be quite upset because personal hygiene is very important. He graduated in 1978. That's okay. Not for him. He will be bartering with the stuff and living high on, oh God. I don't know. I don't think I want to barter. I don't know if it was you or if it was Tibor that I had this conversation with, how I don't believe in bartering during that situation. My family is my family, and what we get is what we get for my family and not for anybody else. I will not barter. And I will not buy extra alcohol and stuff like that to barter with people, because what that does is just bring in the scumbags. And I don't want that situation. So I will not be bartering with anybody. It's not an open store here. You graduated in 1990. Wow. I had no idea. But yeah, that's how I feel about that situation. So I'm kind of ruthless like that, I guess. That's horrible. And it's not that I'm not a giving person, because yes, if I have it, I will give it typically. But in a situation where there might not be any more of it, and it requires my family to survive, I will not be bartering. That's for sure. Yeah. So yeah, I just went over that scenario actually. Bartering is a double-edged sword type of deal. Yeah, it's not something I'm willing to do and put my family at risk for. If I have a skill, I don't mind teaching somebody that skill, but I won't be bartering any goods or anything like that. Yes, we had to plant more beans, and I'll tell you that here in a second. Somebody asked that question on one of my things. It's frustrating when seeds don't come up. Yes, it's very frustrating. We planted about 3 weeks ago. We planted beans, and they didn't come up. And my husband yesterday planted more beans because they wouldn't come up. I had a couple, but it wasn't like it was last year. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. I don't know why they didn't come up. They were Baker Creek seeds. Yeah, I don't know if there was something in the soil that ate them, or if a bird got them and I didn't see. I don't know. You would have to be as ruthless as the one. Yeah, I'm just not really into being that ruthless, I guess, in that kind of scenario. I rather just keep people far away from me. I live on my own compound here, and yeah, I just want people away from me. And I'll try to be as low key as I possibly can. And you really have to be careful with certain animals and stuff like that. If people are starving to death, whatever, they're going to want to come onto your property. So you really have to be careful with having animals as well. And that's in any situation, I guess you would say. So, hey, Marshmallow Man, thank you for coming in. Appreciate you. But yeah, I could really talk about SHTF situations a lot. I could talk about it a lot, but I'm not going to. Yeah. I don't really know what's going on. I'm not going to predict that. It's coming soon, but we've had issues. We've had things in the past where the stock market has crashed, and we did lose our housing market there for a while. So we've had issues in the past. So I don't see why we wouldn't have issues in the future. We just have to be smart and be prepared for them, and do what we can, and save what we can. All right, guys. Any questions about making butter? Did you guys have any questions about how I did it, where I got the daisy, anything like that? I did get the daisy at Layman's, and you can go to laymans.com and order it yourself if you want to, right off of their website. And I love that store. They have tons of stuff there. And I live not very far from Layman's Hardware. I didn't put salt in it. I'm not going to put salt in it until later. But yeah, you can. And you can actually add anything in there that you want. You can do herbs. You can do anything. Like, I would love to make garlic butter. So maybe one time I'll do a thing where I make garlic butter. That sounds amazing. And I am nervous to try fresh milk. I don't know why I am. I think it's because I have stomach. Oh, look, Afonso is here. And there he is. Thank you so much for coming on and hanging out with us. Hi, Afonso.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing great.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. In fact, I can turn you up a little bit too. There we go.
Okay.
We're good.
Yeah, but I got a good stereo setup. So tell me about your farm. How is it?
What? I'm sorry. How is it? Like,
Yeah,
what do you mean?
For agriculture-wise?
Well, I'm an organic farmer. I don't
Okay.
use any chemicals or anything like that. And everything I harvest, I can.
Wow.
Yeah.
You have livestock or the
I have
chicken?
some livestock. When people say livestock, I immediately think of cows. But
Yeah.
yes, I do have livestock. I have chickens, ducks, and turkeys.
Yeah, I do have some chickens with me here.
Oh, yeah?
Let me show you.
Jay, yes, but try not to catch the bread on fire, okay? Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh, it's so funny. When I went to the summit, that white chicken reminds me. Somebody's little kid had one of those white chickens and it fell. And I said, oh, someone lost their chicken. It's like on the ground. I was like, you better get your chicken, because we were at it's a summit, but it was a homesteading summit, so it was kind of
Right.
funny.
Wow.
Where are you from, Alfonso?
Colorado?
Oh, Colorado. That's right. You said you were. Okay.
Yeah. And, originally I'm from New Mexico. I'm not from here. I've only been here 5 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So I graduated college 5 years ago. Before I come to Colorado, got a certificate, creative media tech, doing digital graphics, video, and audio.
Oh, neat. Nice.
And,
Yeah, I like to make my own music. My intro has my own music and stuff like that. And yeah, that's fun.
yeah, but on my channel, I make my own intros and all that.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
Do all my editing on my
Yeah,
green
that's
screen. Do you have any equipment like tractors, stuff like that?
Yeah, I do. I have a Kubota tractor and a John Deere lawnmower, and yeah, we have farm equipment. But I mainly my backyard and stuff is raised beds, so I
Right.
don't really need a whole lot of equipment for that. So
Right. Raised beds better, right, than being on the ground.
yes, a lot better.
Yeah. Now, so you use tractor for something else, right? Moving stuff, basically.
Yeah, I can. Yeah. And we have in the past used it for moving big stuff, trailers and wood and stuff like that. So, yeah.
I have a tractor here.
Oh, look at that.
It's a
Yeah.
John Deere.
Nice.
Is Kubota's a good brand or no?
Yeah, Kubota's are a little bit different, but yeah, it's the same. It's the same thing.
But does it have the PTO shaft?
No, mine doesn't. No. Mm-mm.
Like the John Deere's or the Case IH?
No. Mm-mm.
Oh, it's not a big one, right?
Yeah, it's not a very big one. No.
Oh, I think you have a big tractor. Like,
Nope, not here.
no. So I wonder what are the big ones for then?
For industrial farming.
More larger scale, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have a whole lot of property to do that on. I have like 2.5 acres. The farm next to me has about 200 acres or 200 plus, and then they use industrial farming. And
Wow.
so they have bigger equipment and sprayers and stuff like that.
So is your farm open for agritourism or no?
Not really, no. Mm-mm.
No. You don't do the agritourism?
No.
Because I was thinking I'm looking at like for agritourism, like pumpkin patch and all that.
No,
We
I don't
get to
have
tour the
anything like that. Although I do grow my own pumpkins for my own personal use. But you know,
But no agritourism, right? Where you get
no.
Like a
We do have
festival.
farms around here that do that though, and I always love to go to them and pick my own pumpkin in the fall and yeah, stuff like that.
go for the hayride and all that.
Yeah, all that. Yeah.
I know when I'm from in New Mexico, there's this one farm. It's called the New Mexico Farm Ranch Heritage Museum, and they actually have a train going around the farm.
Oh, well, that's cool.
Yeah, like a small train, like a 2 or 3 foot narrow gauge railroad. Kind of like the Durango and Silverton, but the trains are smaller.
Yeah.
And it goes around the farm to give tours.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Duncan
think,
says
like-
she loves her raised beds. It's much easier work. And it is. It's a lot easier.
Oh yes, I've done my garden in stock tanks, and it's much easier.
Yeah. Oh, so you do gardening as well?
Yeah, yeah. Except for last year, I haven't been able to do it because we were in the process of moving. Now we're in our new place, and now I'm in the process of getting on my garden. I got my raised beds out there,
Oh, that's
my
cool.
stock tank. Got bought my stock tank like 2 years ago.
Oh, okay.
You familiar with Tartar USA?
For what?
Tartar USA, where they sell like farm equipment, like fancy stock tanks.
I don't think I've ever heard of that.
It's Tartar USA.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'll look it up.
Yeah, they sell mostly like ranching equipment,
Oh, okay.
like fences, agricultural equipment, stock tanks.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, typically, like, I don't have anything like that around here, so if I do need to buy something like that, and I have stock tanks, I don't use them for that purpose, though. I use them for chickens. But,
Right.
yeah, I go to Tractor Supply for some of that stuff because we don't have anything.
Yeah, but yeah, they sell through Tractor Supply. You have to go to Tractor. You have to order through Tractor Supply.
Oh, okay, that makes sense then.
Yeah, so the stuff you're getting from Tractor Supply, they come from Tartar USA.
Oh, okay. Well, then that makes sense then.
Yeah, because they special order from Tartar USA, all the stuff from Tractor Supply.
Duncan
Yeah.
says stock tanks full of dirt are not easy to move. Take my word for it. Yeah, I'm sure they aren't.
Well, there's two types. One's that are the open bottom, like they have no bottoms.
Oh, okay.
That's the one I have, the bottomless. If it has to, if some that have the bottom, you won't want to drill holes in them
Yeah.
for the dirt. Yeah, but those stock tanks are expensive. They're like around $100 each.
Yeah. Yeah, they are.
Because I spent around $400 on the stock tank versus other raised bed containers that are like $60, like $40, $60. That they're not that good. The wooden ones that they rot.
Yeah.
So I just put 2 more raised bed containers the other day together. The steel ones.
Yeah. Oh, neat.
And, yeah, like my sister ordered those, but I don't know how good those versus the stock tank. We have to wait and see.
Yeah.
Hopefully they don't collapse.
Yeah, that, and you don't know what kind of metal, you don't know what your, I don't know.
Yeah.
The stock tanks seem to be a lot sturdier.
Yeah,
as
but
far
they're round.
Yeah.
Because that's what can handle that. The round is what that handles the pressure, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Be interesting.
Yeah. Do you know anything about anhydrous ammonia?
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
Like nitrogen or fertilizer or something like that?
I don't really use a lot of chemical fertilizers. I do use like my manure from my chickens and stuff like that. But for the most part, I don't use anything that's not organic.
Right.
So,
Well, that's good because I don't use chemicals myself.
yeah. Yeah, I don't like to use chemicals on my garden at all. Like, it would have to be like the last resort. Like if we were overcome with bugs or if there was something else going on, it'd be the last resort. But for the most part, I haven't had to use any chemicals on my garden since I've had it. So,
Yeah. Now, do you think it's better like to keep it all in the green? It's still possible to grow in the greenhouse or no?
I do have a greenhouse. It's not really technically a greenhouse. Greenhouses usually are the ones that you heat up, like in the wintertime and stuff.
Yeah.
But I have what is called a hot house, and I use that in the spring to start my plants.
In the spring, right?
Yeah, when it's a little colder out. Yeah.
Oh man, here in Colorado we have a very short growing season because our winters are typically from the beginning of October all the way to the end of May, basically.
Yeah.
Our winters here, and we get down to the negative around from December to January, February,
Oh, that's
March. I think this past December we got down to negative 52. I mean negative 24, wind chill negative 52.
Yeah, that's a little much for me.
Too
I thought
much
it
for
was
me.
cold where I'm at, but it's cold where you're at tremendously.
Much colder. I mean, like, you know what? Like, I didn't want to be here in the first place, but I didn't have a choice. And where I'm from originally, the climate's different.
Yeah,
Down
it's,
south
it's
in
a
New
lot
Mexico.
drier, isn't it, in New Mexico?
Yeah, but it's warmer down there.
Yeah.
Because we're much closer to the equator. And now I'm 1,000 miles north. Like, I'm much closer to Canada.
Yeah,
Like Wyoming. And
that is a huge difference.
even though where I'm from in New Mexico, it's still the same time zone, but however, it feels weird because in the summer you have longer daylight hours than what I'm used to in New Mexico.
Yeah.
Because in the summer you could get like, the sun rises around 4:30 here in Colorado in the summer, and sets around 9:30 or 10.
Ooh.
Because I'm way up north.
Yeah.
I don't know about you.
Yeah. I'm in Ohio. I'm up towards Lake Erie.
Oh, you're way up north than me. Way much closer to
But
Canada.
we don't get in the negatives here. not usually. I think the lowest we've gotten is -30, and that was by accident. Like, not accident, but that was a rarity. It was last year. But typically,
Colorado,
-5.
yeah, but Colorado gets that cold because the mountains and all that. But
Yeah.
and around here, from what I hear from my friends, they tell me that they see the northern lights very often.
Oh,
here
that'd
in
be cool.
Colorado,
Yeah.
because it's so cold. So it gets so cold like Alaska. So
Yeah.
northern, because I had a friend that used to be here in Colorado in the 80s. They tell me they would see the northern lights because it's so cold in the winter.
Oh, wow.
So you're much way up north too, more closer to Canada.
Yes. I'm about 4 or 5 hours away from Canada.
So I'm thinking, what time does it get dark over there? Because since you're way up north,
It doesn't get dark sometimes till like 8:30, 9 o'clock.
8:30 or 9.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Now,
over here.
unless it's wintertime, then it's usually 4:30, 5 o'clock.
Yeah, because here in the summer it's like 9:30 or 10 when it starts getting dark.
Yeah.
Because by 9 o'clock I still have daylight.
Yeah.
You still have that over there, or is it dark
Yeah.
already?
No, it's not dark already.
Because where I'm from in New Mexico, it's already dark in the summer at 9 o'clock.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it depends how far north you are and how far away from the equator.
Yeah.
Because I'm really, really far.
Yeah.
Because it just feels weird when I first came up here in 2018.
Yeah,
Like
I
what?
can imagine.
Because I was used to my hours of sunset, sunrise down in New Mexico versus over here where it gets dark a lot later here. Like, there was 9:30 and wow, it's barely getting dark. Yeah, barely setting, like. Wow, like, it just feels weird.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the wintertime, it gets dark a whole lot sooner, like 4:30.
Yeah.
Versus down there where I'm from originally, it gets dark around 5:36.
Yeah.
It's just the same time zone, but it's just like it doesn't matter how far north you are.
I don't know.
It depends. No matter how far north you are from the equator, like
Yeah,
Alaska.
I imagine.
Imagine Alaska, they have 24 hours of summer daylight.
Yeah.
20, because they're so far up north.
Right.
And then the winter is like 6 months of darkness, and the summer is like 6 months of 24-hour sunlight.
Yeah.
Imagine living like that.
No thanks.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to live like that either. Because it's just crazy, like, getting used to a climate like that, and then heard that people who lived in Alaska at some point in their life have messed up their circadian rhythm.
Oh, yeah.
That
Yeah,
really
I can
messes-
imagine.
And I think I'm kind of messed up too because it's just based off sunset, sunrise, and then we have in the summer we got later sunsets, later sunrise. Like sometimes you go to bed late because of the
Yeah.
late sunset.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my circadian rhythm gets messed up like once a year because we have daylight savings. So
We have
I
that
always
too.
get messed up by like 1 hour.
Well, we have that. You have like a daylight saving time, but I'm talking about overall, like in the summer, because sun rises around 4:30 over here.
Okay, Alfonso, I have been on for like 1 hour and 30 minutes, so I was going to end the chat.
Okay.
I want to thank you for coming up. It was really nice to meet you and hanging
Right.
out and stuff. Thanks everybody in the side chat for watching me make butter. And we will see you all next time. I should be on Sunday night, and we will see you all then. And you have a good night.
You
Thanks,
too.
y'all.